I'm just going to start working on the top plate, and for the top plate I've got this really lovely Sitka spruce which I got from StewMac in the USA last year. I've just ran my jack plane over the surfaces to get an idea of how I'm going to join this together. What occurred to me, however, when I was looking at it, how fine the grain is. You can see on softwood the annual lines quite clearly. You also see the medullary rays here which show that it's nicely on the quarter. But I did a bit of a rough calculation, and I reckon that this width here is about 190 years that represents. So, you know, if you imagine a bit of sapwood here, maybe the bark, it's been cut down a few years ago, so maybe here is about the year 2000. Going back in time, maybe we're looking at the Second World War here. Depression, First World War, Titanic sinks, Victorian times, all of that business, going right the way back here to about 1830. The tree would have been bigger. I don't know what the girth was, but the tree would have certainly been bigger, because when you look at the annual rings at the end here, the lines are pretty much vertical. Closer towards the heart of the tree, they would become more and more curved as it sort of follows the circumference of the smaller kind of sapling growing. So this wood would have been sitting somewhere in the North America, growing away for, you know, hundreds of years, I guess. And, you know, I feel kind of a great responsibility here. This is a beautiful piece of wood. It's come from a living thing. It's been chopped down, and really, it's my responsibility now to do something beautiful with this. And really, I would hope that every woodworker, every luthier out there feels the same about their wood. You know, this is a precious thing, and it's been cut down. You've got to justify the fact that this has been cut down and it's no longer standing there growing by doing something really worthwhile with it. Anyway, that's my opinion. I better get on with it. So here we are, a few days later, and here is the top plate, complete and ready to be glued on to the rim. You'll notice that there are two small holes here. The idea of those holes is that there's some tiny pegs on the rim, and that will locate the top plate onto the rim whilst the glue is setting, and also you'll see that this top portion of the top plate I've cut off, that exposes the mortise for the neck join, and in this area here the fretboard extension will fit. One other thing that I like to do before I glue the top on instruments where I'm going to stick something onto the surface, and in this case that's going to be a couple of transducers. Transducers sit in kind of this area here. So what I like to do is I like to seal these areas with some cyanoacrylate. So I put a couple of coats of thin Zap CA on here, sand it down in between coats, and what that gives is a really kind of hard surface. It's easy to get any dust off prior to gluing the transducers in place, so you get a really good bond between the transducer and the top plate. So I'm going to glue that on in a moment. So thanks for taking the time to watch this video, and as always in these weird times that we live in, you keep safe, and I look forward to see you in the next video. Okay, you take care. Bye bye.